right, thank you. So I'm Sam Tejada. A little bit about myself. I am a retired firefighter paramedic. I retired about 4 years ago at the age of 32. And the reason I retired is that my business took off and I was able to leave the fire department. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey as an entrepreneur and building my business to what it is today. So I started my company as a side hustle on my days off from the fire department. So in the fire department, we work 24 hours on, and we're off for 48 hours. So most firefighters, we find some kind of way to supplement our income on our days off. So the way I decided to supplement my income was by doing some of this wellness stuff. And I started the company LiquiVida with $500 in my back pocket. Fast forward to today, I haven't had any kind of outside injection of capital. We've been self-funded, and we've grown into this national company where we're actively selling franchises all throughout the United States, and now we're a multi-million-dollar company. So, how did I do that? Well, relationships. Everyone always asks, well, how did you do it with only $500 in your back pocket? Through relationships, building strong relationships. With who? That's what we're going to go through today. So, the importance of relationships in business. There's something that I always say is every person you encounter is a potential relationship, and every relationship you cultivate is a potential opportunity. So let's define relationships in business. Most of the time when we talk about relationships, we're always thinking about relationships, our personal relationships, with our family, our kids, our friends, our spouses. Now, business relationships are a bit different. So, what kind of business relationships are there out there? So, when we talk about relationships in business, we have relationships with our business partners. We have relationships with our employees, right? We have relationships with our customers, relationships with our mentors, our business mentors, and then this one, we'll get to it towards the end. I'll get into detail. We also have relationships with our competitors. So some of the benefits of relationships, building relationships in business, are you want to go ahead and build good relationships, especially with your partners, to make sure that they have a clear understanding of what your vision is. As a business owner, you're a visionary. So it's very important for people to understand what your vision is so your other team members can execute upon your vision. Then you have increased trust, especially with your employees. You want to make sure your employees trust you, and you want to make sure you trust them. When you talk about relationships, any relationships that you have, even with your friends, you have to trust them, right? Not only that, strangers. You don't trust them. So if you want to build trust, you got to build that relationship. Then you also have customer loyalty. You want to, when we talk about customer retention and your lifetime value of your customer, that's customer loyalty. You got to have good relationships in place for that. Then you have better communication. You can enhance communication through relationships. You have the ability to learn through some of your relationships, especially with like someone who's your business mentor. And then you have the ability to enhance support systems with like your vendors. And then opportunities to collaborate. So we're going to go through the different relationships that you can have in business. Relationships with your business partners. That is like a marriage. You have to nurture it. You're in it for the long run when you're in a relationship with your business partner. That's something that you have to take a proactive approach to it versus being reactive. Don't start worrying about that relationship and trying to work on it once things start to go south. Be proactive about it. Those relationships with your business partner, you want to make sure you understand each other on a personal level, not just on the professional level. And if you see here, I put cheers with 2 champagne glasses, right? regardless if you want to have a cocktail or a mocktail. The reason why I put that up there is you should have such a strong personal relationship with your business partner that you can go out and have that cocktail once a week if you wanted to. So now when we're in business, we have employees, which are one of the biggest assets of our business, right? And building relationships with our employees. So as a business owner, I always say you can either use your employees to build a great company, or you could use your company to build great employees. What do? I do both, all right? This here gives you the opportunity to increase trust. We were talking about that earlier. Offer educational opportunities. I'm a big fan, if you want to build good relationships with your employee, invest in your employees. Send them out to training to learn exactly what you do, to help you advance your business. These are people. Treat them like people. Listen to them. There's a reason why they want to communicate and talk to you. Listen to your employees. It's extremely important. There's other things that you can do to offer to your employees. I'm a big fan of, if your business can offer it, is offer an EAP, an employee assistance program. A lot of your employees have a lot of personal problems that they might need help with. Some of those personal problems can be problems at home, problems with their spouse, addiction issues. They need help, right? Build that trust. Connect with your employees. Other cool perks that you could do to build relationships with your employees is offer unique benefits. Some of those unique benefits, not expensive. Buy them breakfast or lunch on the house, right? Stock up some snacks in the cabinets, where they can go grab stuff, or, car wash on the company during the workday. We're a wellness company, so we create wellness programs for our employees. We want to make sure that they feel good, that they're healthy. And if you can, also flexible work schedules. So the next one that we're going to talk about is building relationships with your customers. So with customers, one of the things that I always talk about is you don't want to be so transactional, right? Be non-transactional. Personalize the communications. In our business, we're a medical company. We have a clinic. And one of the things that we do when our patients come, our patients come in through the door, and they start, I'll give you an example. If they start telling us, my family and I, we're going to go on vacation, we actually notate that. We put that inside of their patient medical chart. So the next time they come, guess what we do? We ask them, hey, how was your vacation? Seeing thousands of customers, you're not going to remember that. But it's important for you to personalize that communication with your customers. One of the things I always say also is don't force things on your customers. Don't do the hard sale. Give them what they want, then give them what they need. Once you have that trust, give them what they want, then give them what they need. So we have a lot of customers, and we have a lot of really good customers. Those really good customers, we reward them. Usually what I tell the different stores, the store managers, I say, hey, on a quarterly basis, find your top 20 customers, and what we'll do is we'll actually send them like a gift basket, a fruit basket, a bottle of wine to their house, showing them that we appreciate them being a customer. So the reason why I'm going to talk about this relationships, the mentors, after customer, is that a lot of times certain relationships will develop into greater relationships. And if you see in this picture here, you have myself with another gentleman to my left. His name's Sam Tejada. He's one of my business mentors. And he was actually a customer, still is a customer, since day one when I started. And I built a very strong relationship, and he became my business mentor. Very successful guy. And this was not too long ago, a few weeks ago actually, where I've built such a strong relationship with him, he invited me on his private jet to go with him to a mastermind that he participates in. So that just shows you how one relationship as a customer converted into becoming my business mentor, where now I'm flying with him on his private jet. So when we talk about business mentors, don't force it. Don't force someone to be your business mentor. These things happen naturally, right? Only you can be the one who defines who your business mentor is. At the point in time that we're putting a label on it right from the start, it's too pretentious, it's not real, right? You'll notice that you'll have people who don't even know that they're your business mentor because you're the one who labels it. You don't even have to tell them. The other thing with a business mentor is, yes, you're there to learn from them, but at the same time, they learn from you. So this same business mentor, Jari, about 4 weeks ago, he was telling me, we were out to lunch, and he was telling me how he wants to figure out how to develop his own personal brand. And I've already been doing that for many years. So I started telling him what I do. He got out of his seat during lunch and he says, oh my God, all these years I've been your business mentor, and now you're teaching me something. And I was like, wow, I am. So that was pretty cool. So the next one here is building relationships with your vendors. So our vendors work very hard to build relationships with us. They'll go ahead and buy us lunch. They'll buy the employees lunch, just so they're connected with their customers, which is us. Us as the customer need to build strong relationships with the vendors also, and I'll tell you why. There's benefits to it. You can get better payment terms when you have good relationships with the vendors. You'll get awesome rebates that they'll give you if you have good relationships, better pricing. They'll support you during hard times. We experienced that during COVID. During COVID, we had such strong relationships with our vendors. They were calling us, hey, what can we do to make sure you guys don't go out of business? And they'll even support you with upset customers. So we do some, let's say, some of the treatments we do medical aesthetic treatments like Botox, lip fillers. And sometimes customers are not happy. The product didn't work as good as what they thought. The vendors will actually give us more product for free to make sure we have happy customers. But they do that because we got good relationships with our vendors. So this is the one everyone always asks me, like, why are we building a relationship with our competitors? Well, there's a reason behind that. You got to stay away from the whole cutthroat mentality with your competitors in business. Those are relationships you want to foster. You want to become friends with your competitors. There's a saying that always goes, keep your enemies close. Competitors are not your enemies, but up here, I have a book that I just wrote that's coming out in a few weeks, and it's called How to Win in Modern Wellness. And if you look at the pictures up there, those are pictures of some of the top CEOs and doctors in my industry. When I got in my industry, I decided to not go that cutthroat mentality, and I built relationships with all of these people. And what did that do? It gave me the opportunity to eventually give them all a chapter in the book. And what are we doing in the book? We're all talking about how we're winning together in the industry. So being able to build those relationships with the competitors, what does that do? You have the ability to share industry knowledge with each other, set industry standards with each other, creating positive industry reputation, work together at it. In our industry, we've collectively gotten together to lobby. We got lobbyists out there helping us change a lot of these regulations that work against our business, and we're doing that collectively. And then there's also the potential for collaboration, where we work on different things together, speaking engagements, we do events together, all kinds of stuff together, which is it's a beautiful thing. So in conclusion, relationships are the foundation of a successful business. This quote always sticks by Porter Gale. Your network is your net worth. Again, I'm going to say that again. Your network is your net worth. All right? Continue to maintain and nurture those relationships. It's not just about starting the relationships, nurture them, and take them to the finish line, right? Develop them into something greater. And ultimately, what the goal is with all these relationships, ultimately the goal is to win together. And that, my friends, is Winergy. We all win together. Thank you, and God bless.